Rome, January 897. A corpse sits on a throne inside the Lateran Basilica, dressed in papal robes. 9 months dead, and about to stand trial for its life. Pope Stephen VI asks the questions. The body in the chair can't answer. That's exactly how Stephen wants it. Stick around. What happens to this corpse next gets far stranger than a trial. Formosus wasn't some obscure clergyman. He'd been Bishop of Porto, a papal legate to Bulgaria, and finally Pope in 891. Rivals said he broke canon law by holding 2 bishoprics at once. Pope John VIII excommunicated him in 876, accusing him of plotting against the papal throne. Formosus fled Rome, got reinstated later, and wore the ring again. Rome doesn't forget grudges. It waits for the right moment to collect. Formosus made one decision that would outlive him. In 896, he crowned Arnulf of Carinthia, a German king, as Holy Roman Emperor. That snubbed the powerful Spoleto family, who'd been fighting for that crown themselves. Agiltrude of Benevento, mother of a rival claimant named Lambert, never forgave it. Formosus died in April 896, before anyone could punish him. Death was not going to be the end of this story. Stephen VI became pope in 896, likely with Spoleto backing. Lambert and his mother wanted Formosus erased completely, ordinations, blessings, everything voided. Only one path existed under church law: put him on trial. The catch? Formosus was already buried. Stephen solved that anyway. If a story this strange deserves your attention, that like button helps more people find it. What he ordered next had never been done in Christian Rome. Gravediggers broke open the papal tomb and pulled Formosus out. 9 months underground had not been kind to him. Priests dressed the corpse in full pontifical vestments, the pallium, the ring, the ceremonial weight of the office. They carried him into the Lateran Basilica and propped him upright on the papal throne. A young deacon stood behind the body, ordered to speak on its behalf. The trial of a rotting man was about to begin. Stephen read the charges himself. Perjury, coveting the papacy while still a bishop, serving as pope illegally, since canon law banned a bishop from switching sees. The deacon, terrified, answered in a small, shaking voice, pretending to be Formosus, pretending this was a real defense. Was there ever any real doubt about the verdict? The corpse couldn't object. The synod found him guilty on every count. Stephen was only getting started. The tribunal stripped Formosus of the papacy entirely. Every ordination he'd performed, bishops, priests, deacons across Europe, was declared void. That's chaos for half the Western Church, practically overnight. But something else happened inside the Lateran that day, something chroniclers whispered about for centuries. What struck the basilica during that trial would later be read as a warning. We'll get to that. First, Stephen still had to deal with the body itself. Executioners cut off the 3 fingers Formosus had used to bless the faithful. They stripped him of the papal vestments and buried him in a common grave, the kind reserved for the poor. That still wasn't enough for Stephen. Days later, guards dug the body up again and dragged it to the Tiber River. They threw the former pope into the water like refuse. It didn't finish the job. A monk, some accounts say a hermit, pulled the corpse from the Tiber and hid it. Word spread that statues bowed as the body passed, that miracles trailed it through the streets. Then Rome felt the ground move. An earthquake tore through the Lateran Basilica, where the trial had taken place. Romans didn't see coincidence. They saw judgment. Whatever people believed before, they now believed Stephen had gone too far. By August 897, Rome turned on Stephen VI. A mob stripped him of his own vestments, threw him in prison, and strangled him there. Councils in 897 and 904 overturned the Cadaver Synod completely. Formosus's ordinations were restored. His body, recovered, reportedly, in full papal dress, was reburied in St. Peter's Basilica with honors. The corpse that stood trial ended up outliving the man who put it there. The Cadaver Synod wasn't really about Formosus. It was about power that couldn't stand losing, even to a dead man. Stephen needed an enemy he could still punish, so he built a courtroom around a corpse. That's not superstition. That's politics wearing religion as a mask. a trick every century repeats. We dig up the history they buried. Subscribe so the next dossier finds you. Tell us in the comments, which buried story next? The Radium Girls? Something local to you?